Hello everybody, I'm Eddie Vegas and welcome to this video review of the PKR poker software. I would like to make this video simply to illustrate how poker, a video game of poker, should be done. There certainly are drawbacks to this game, but those of you that are used to watching my videos on YouTube are used to watching Full House Poker, and I think I've covered quite a few of the drawbacks of Full House Poker. So what I want to do mainly in this video is have a quick overview of the interface. I want to make a quick overview of what the possibilities are, and at that point there I'm going to make a second video where I'm going to illustrate the gameplay. So welcome, and let's get started. The first thing you'll notice, although it looks as though my stream is lagging just a little bit, is the quality of the graphics. And let's get right to that right away. You're going to find out that if we go to the graphics, we're going to see that we have VSync, that we have anti-aliasing, which is set to 8x, depth of field, shadows, bloom, specular lights, etc., etc., etc. Just like a real good quality video game that you would buy in a store would have. So actually, when you do get to the poker experience, you will find that the graphics are actually quite nice, and we'll get to that in the second part of the video game. Let's go ahead and go back to the play section. As you can see up here, I have my avatar Eddie Vegas, and I've had my status here as grinding. Since I've just installed the poker software, I really don't have any progress to anything worth talking about, and I don't have any PKR points. I really don't have much of anything, but then again, I just installed the software not too long ago. We can see that basically the interface is very inviting. I personally really like the black background and the colorful icons, which immediately are inviting me to click on something and play poker with this software. Those of you that are used to watching Full House Poker videos realize that when I play poker online, I really am looking for a video game experience. It would be quite simple for me to download, let's say, a PokerStar software and start playing, but quite honestly, if I'm going to play poker, I'm not really looking to play a game where it looks like I'm playing a spreadsheet. Especially professional poker players are going to be like 8-tabling or something like that, and at that point there, for me, most of the fun of playing poker is gone. I'm not looking to play poker as if it were a Wall Street trading a program where I'm basically just clicking on things all the time. I want a rich experience for my eyes. I want music. I want graphics. I want something that's going to make me feel like I'm playing a video game. If we go back to the options, we will see that besides the graphics, there is a full range of sound options. It is also possible, I live in France, but it's also possible to change all the voices so they're speaking English. That's a bit complicated. You just have to download a sound pack and then put it on localized player voices and set your avatar to be speaking English, and you can get all the voices in English, which for me is a pretty big advantage. Speaking of the avatar, let's go ahead and take a look at the avatar editor. And we're going to look at my avatar. Basically, I can turn the camera around and check my avatar out from all kinds of different views. When it comes to the body and the face and whatever, there are quite a few different options which I didn't discover at the very beginning. You actually have to click on this thing, gender, and at that point there you're really going to have like a lot of different subcategories of what you can pick in terms of the head, in terms of the texture, and the texture actually changes quite a bit in terms of like what you're going to see on your avatar. You have the eye color, the usual hair stuff. You have detail, lots of different details about your age, your brow ridge. This especially will remind people, if they're used to it, they'll remind people of perhaps the Tiger Woods series, where you can customize completely your avatar. For those of you who play on Xbox, of course, we already have the kind of the comic book avatars already done. But I just want to show you that, in fact, it's really possible to make an avatar that, well, either looks like you, or looks like somebody you want, or looks like somebody that you want to make. That, in terms of the body, is okay. Now here we go to the clothes. And here, I'm afraid that the choices are a little bit limited. I do want to talk about this situation here where they have something that's written, for example, here it's written designer top 75 PP. Those are PKR points. And the only way to get PKR points is to put money on the website. As I said in the disclaimer, I really don't recommend that. But you can put a small amount of money on the site and start, if you want to play for money, which I don't recommend, you can start making PKR points every time you play a hand, and eventually you'll have enough PKR points, this is a little bit like achievements, but basically they're not achievements. You'll just get them for basically playing poker for money. You have a large choice. Once you download the sound pack, you have a large choice of voices. I live in France, so of course the default language is French, but I downloaded the sound pack, English sound pack, and we have lots of different sound packs. The Scottish one is, of course, it's impossible to understand what they're saying, but it doesn't matter. Over here you see that, just like Full House Poker, you have chip tricks that you can do at the table. So once again, we're really approaching Full House Poker in terms of functionality, in terms of video game-ness, and in terms of well, basically all the things that you're used to in Full House Poker. The rooms, well, I can't really see how this is really going to be quite an interesting thing, because all it does is change the background, I think. I don't really see how this is a real change. Let's go ahead and get this music happening again. Let's go ahead and get to the meat of the situation here, the games. And so we can just simply click on play. And since we are interested in playing for play money, we let the thing think about it a little bit, and you can simply switch to practice tables. And on practice tables you have a lot of choices. You can play for cash. You get $1,000 every day, and be careful, I'm going to tell you a story here, because your play money is not infinite. And in fact, I went through this. I actually lost all my play money and tried to buy more play money, and they said you don't have any more. I actually had to wait until the next day to get some more money, and then actually grind it up on the cash games so that I was able to have money to enter, for example, the sit and goes. And the sit and goes are happening all the time. You have six max, you have normal. You can sign up. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I see lots of, actually, we have lots of 6max games, and we even have another 6max that is registering right now. Apparently the 6max are the most popular. Here's a full ring game. Entering was going to cost you $1,620, and here's another great thing, is that you pay just like the money sites. In other words, your $1,620, only $1,500 of that is going to go to the prize pool, and you lose $120. You're paying $120 play money to PKR to take part in the tournament, which is exactly like playing for money online. So this provides a realistic experience, and of course you cannot just be donking off your play money, because you're going to run out. What has been interesting me quite a bit are the tournaments. And as you can see, there's a tournament starting in 37 minutes, and we already have 10 players signed up. The multi-table tournaments on PKR are actually quite popular, and for those of you who play Full House Poker and are frustrated with the fact that you're never able to get more than 12 or 15 players in a multi-table tournament, and basically you're never really able to play a multi-table tournament because it crashes, you're going to be interested that this game is quite popular. I played a multi-table tournament yesterday. There were 61 players, so that meant that we had at least 7 tables to start, and it rapidly went down to 6 tables. So you really have a chance to practice your multi-table skills. The buy-in is $1,050, and of course only $1,000 of that goes towards the prize pool. So $50 of your play money is going to PKR, and once again this simulates actually playing for money online. To sign up, I'm going to go ahead and sign up for this tournament because I really like multi-table tournaments. You just click on it and you click View Tournament. And we see everybody that's already been signed up. We see how many players there are, what the prize pool is. It shows when it starts. And we all are getting $2,000 in tournament chips to play. And we find out also that we have 2,000 chips and blinds that are 8 minutes long. The blind structure is very good. I believe in my 60-man tournament, we were actually able to get to the break. And after you play for 1 hour, you get a 5-minute break, which is very cool. And you'll always have access to your standings, to who's ahead, to how many big blinds you have during the tournament. But this is going to come for another video. I just want to kind of cover the basics here. So I'm going to click Register for Tournament. And this is going to cost me $1,050, and I have 2,920, so I certainly hope that I cash here. And it says you have been successfully registered for this tournament. So that's that. I can just close that, and the game will start up automatically as long as I have it running open. In 35 minutes the game will just start. I don't really have to think about it, and it'll just go bang, and I'll be in a multi-table tournament. As you can see, while I've been talking, the number of players has gone up from 10 to 15, so as I said, they're quite popular. I really am not sure what else I can tell you. We're not going to look at my PKR because it has some personal information that I don't want to display. Here is where you can download the sound packs, and I think we've pretty much seen almost everything that's really interesting about the interface. Once again, very inviting. I like the black. I like the way that it's very clear and easy to read, and it's inviting me to play, and that all the information that I really need is directly available to me. So right off the bat, first impressions, I am impressed. I really like it. And our next video is going to cover actual gameplay. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And stay tuned for the next video where I'm going to cover gameplay. It's going to be very interesting for you. Bye-bye.